Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, raw materials handling plant of RSP registers highest ever single shift unloading. And Sanvedan, gender sensitization workshop held at RSP.
Interaction meeting held between SAIL RSP and local small-scale industries under Vocal for Local initiative of Government of India. And Srujani Mela Cum Award function held at Electronics and Automation Department of SAIL RSP.
Traffic and Raw Material Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant sets new single-day record of rake handover to railways. And mushroom cultivation training imparted to the villagers of peripheral block of SAIL RSP. Now the news in detail. The raw materials handling plant of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has registered highest ever single shift unloading of 344 wagons in the A shift of 19th February 2021. The previous best single shift unloading of 318 wagons was achieved by the department in the C shift on 15 December 2020. It is worth mentioning here that raw materials from the mines are received at RMHP. There are 3 wagon triplers and 3 track hoppers for the unloading of the raw materials. The unit caters to the raw materials requirements of major production units to the plant and plays a key role in extending critical support in achieving better performance of different units. Notably, the unit had dispatched 10,88,357 tons of raw materials in January 2021 to achieve its best January performance. Sanvedan, a gender sensitization workshop, was held at CPTI on 19 February 2021. In all, 20 employees including executives from different departments across the plant attended the program. The main aim of the program was to sensitize the employees with regard to gender justice and gender equality issues pertaining to the workplace. During the session, presentations were made on gender sensitization and statutory provisions of sexual harassment at workplace by Ms. Jyoti Oria, Manager Personnel, and Ms. Sangeeta M. Sindur, Manager Personnel. A spot quiz was also conducted on the related issues where the participants enthusiastically took part. Token gifts were also distributed to the winners of the quiz. Ms. Sindur and Ms. Oria coordinated the event.
The suggestion received during the Plant Level Advisory Committee meeting held in October 2020, an interaction session was organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant's PIVD section of Materials Management Department between local industries and planning officials of the different departments of Rolling Mills area of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 18 February 2021. Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge MM and Marketing, presided over the session. In all, 15 industrialists from District Small Scale Industries Association, Odisha, Assembly of Small and Medium Enterprises, Odisha, Young Entrepreneurs Association, along with 15 officials from New Plate Mill, Hot Strip Mill, and Silicon Steel Mill and Materials Management Department participated in the program. In his opening remarks, Mr. Mahapatra emphasized upon increasing steel consumption in the region by encouraging local industries to enhance their capabilities. The objective of the meeting was to explore possibilities of sourcing spares from local small-scale industries and focused on sourcing of roll mill spares through local industries and their capability to supply. The technical discussions were facilitated by Mr. G.K. Das, CGM, MM and Stores, Mr. P.S. Rajkumar, GM, MM, and Mr. S. Panda, GM Marketing. The meeting was coordinated by Ms. Anandita Mahapatra, DGM, MM, PIVD. It may be noted that this is the second such novel interactive session organized by RSP. The first meeting of this kind was held by local industries and planning officers of Raw Material Handling Department, sinter plants and blast furnaces. This also will go a long way in increasing the local consumption of steel in the region under the Purvodaya scheme launched by Honorable Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel in January 2020. A Srujani Mela cum award function was organized for the employees of Electronics and Automation Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 16 February. Ms. Atashi Pramanik, CGM ANI, was the chief guest of the program. She inaugurated the Mela and also presented the Srujani Awards and certificates to the employees. Mr. B.K. Behra, AGM IED, other senior officers, awardees and employees of the department were present on the occasion. In all, 26 suggestions were awarded in the function. The suggestions have brought substantial, tangible and intangible benefits for the departments. Mr. Behra briefed about the status of Srujani scheme at RSP and that of the department. More than 50 suggestions were generated in the Mela. The dignitaries presented token gifts to the employees for their suggestions. The program concluded with the vote of thanks presented by Mr. A.K. Mandal, GM in charge E&A. Mr. V.K. Gandhi, Manager E&A, coordinated the function.
Well-planned efforts and the dedication of the employees of Traffic and Raw Material Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has helped in achieving single-day best record of 22 rake, comprising empty and loaded wagons handover to Indian Railways Bandamunda on 20th February. It may be noted that T&RM Department is a nodal agency responsible for the inward and outward movement of raw materials, flux, sinter, hard coke, semi-finished and finished goods. T&RM works in association with some external agencies like Raw Material Division, Rail Movement Cell, Central Coal Supply Organization, Rail Corporate Group. It also undertakes internal movement of liquid hot metal, steel and metal scraps, liquid slag disposal, disposal of granulated slag through rail dispatch and supply of semi-processed materials to finishing areas, pipe plant, silicon steel mill, special plate plant, etc. There also has been increased offtake of steel slabs to sinter plants and export of slabs to port. Internal movement also comprises of collecting coke fractions in coke ovens, screening them to different sizes and feeding to RMHP as well as bunkers in blast furnaces. A considerable amount of limestone fractions are also transported to calcining plant on regular basis by wagons and sinter from sinter plant 1 to blast furnaces, highline bunkers. The empty wagons are loaded in different mills as per destinations planned by the Production Planning and Control Department to meet the Central Marketing Organization requirements and dispatched to railways to the extent of 3 lakh tons per month. Furthermore, secondary products also move out from different mills to the secondary steel stock yard by means of rail by internal wagons held by traffic. To sustain such operations, nearly 225 kilometers of track is spread across the plant and the same is maintained by Permanent Way Engineering, a section of T&RM. Carriage wagon section of T&RM department maintains the internal fleet of 450 wagons. The diesel loco shop maintains 29 diesel locomotives, which are prime movers of all traffic activities. Since July 2020, large number of rakes of iron ore from SAIL units are coming by EOL rakes of railways, for which RSP has equipped itself with overhead traction of 25 kV. The T&RM collective has not only adapted themselves to the fast-changing work profile of the department but also efficiently coordinated with all other associated departments to achieve this feat. Notably, this has considerably reduced the demurrage charges as well as turnaround time of rakes, thereby contributing to the company's exchequer. Shri Deepak Chattarat, CEO, Rourkela Steel Plant, has congratulated the T&RM and associated departments for this achievement and urged to continue in the path of excellence. A 2 days mushroom cultivation training was organized at the Institute of Periphery Development of Rourkela Steel Plant on 19th and 20th February. Ms. Munmun Mitra, DGM, presided over the closing session of the training program. Also present were other officials of the department. In all, 15% from 5 villages, namely Tumrang and Garjan of Lachikata block, Kaprangda and Joraband of Bisra block and Lohanda of Nuagaon block participated in the training. The sessions included theoretical inputs on dhingri, mushroom cultivation process along with practical demonstration. The training was imparted by master trainers Mr. Tintus Vengra and Mr. Benedict Ekka, both from CSR department. The program was coordinated by Mr. P. K. Killer, Senior Manager, CSR. At the completion of the training program, each participant was handed over mushroom seeds produced at Women Resource Center of Dalposh. It is worth mentioning that the CSR Department of SAIL, RSP, has set up mother culture production centered at IPD Sector 20 for facilitating mushroom seed production and mushroom cultivation as a supplementary means of income generation in and around Rourkela. That's all for today's news. Namaskar.